Morning, YouTube family. Al Buffalo here. We're getting ready to head out to San Diego to get some suspension upgrades on our Class C RV. We found a company in San Diego who specializes in custom-built one-off suspensions for Class C RVs, and we're getting a 6-inch lift on that, which will do two things: give us the clearance we need, and also fix the handling. We'll do a test drive once it's done, and you'll see the difference. These things are just super top heavy, white-knuckle driving. I don't care if you're pulling a trailer with it or just riding the way we are right now, just the RV itself. Anybody who's ever driven one knows it's pretty white-knuckle most of the time. So we're going to take care of that. This thing's going to handle like a regular vehicle. That's guaranteed by this guy. We're headed to White-Knuckle Design in El Cajon, which is just right outside San Diego. So look those guys up, check out what they're doing, and yeah, we'll see you on the road.
The next morning.
Hey, good morning, YouTube. Al Buffalo here. Well, we made it to El Cajon, to White-Knuckle. Here's so we're already here in the shop. We pulled in here this morning, and they pulled it right into the garage. We're getting ready to go to work. We're going to start with the front end. That's what takes most of the new parts, the springs, the control arms, the steering stabilizer, all that. So all that'll get done today. And then they'll do the rear end, which is basically shocks and new springs. They don't use lift blocks or anything like that. They will put springs that are 6 inches. So that's up. I'm pretty tall, and this is hood length. She's a beast. Yeah, she looks really good. I'm excited to finally get it. They're gonna finish with the step, and then I should put the tires back on. I think it's scheduled to go for alignment tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then we'll do a walk-around test drive on Thursday, and then we're out of here. But look at those leaf springs. Fox shocks. Excited, Mrs. Buffalo?
Yes, very. It looks cool. It's like really awesome.
So yeah, one of the other things they'll do here is they'll, if you're so mechanically inclined or you know somebody, they will ship you their entire suspension kit. Show you this one in here. Sell all kinds of accessories, tire carrier. But yeah, if you're all about that van life, they can hook you up as well. So check them out. We're paying for this 100%. There's no perks, no nothing. But if I find a company that I like that does good work, well, I'm gonna share it with you guys. I know this ain't the normal content we do, but most of us that ride motorcycles also do the outdoor stuff and camp and have RVs and trailers and
What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy from White-Knuckle Designs, right? Or is it El Buffalo Rides today? So today we're going to be talking about this awesome kit that we've done on this Chateau motorhome. And it's coming in at how many feet?
31.
31 feet. So this is a big guy. And it used to drag ass. And it actually drug coming into our parking lot when they first got here. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that this is going to drag anywhere anymore, which is probably the good thing. But let's talk about all the suspension that got put on this, which is going to make the ride so awesome. And we're actually going to go for a test drive because I don't only want you to hear it from me, but I want you to see his face when he goes and like grabs onto the door handles like, oh shit, what is this guy doing? So the big thing in this is all of the components kind of together that work really nice for this suspension. It's a combination of the coil springs that have a higher spring rate, the shocks that are valved specifically for this, the extended radius arm, which are 9 inches longer than the stock radius arms. Then you're going to have the modified beams, and then last, the steering stabilizer. Now here's the big thing. If you haven't done this yet, you haven't done the suspension, you have an RV that doesn't drive amazing, first thing I would do is tell you, get an alignment. That is going to help a ton. The next big thing that you can do to tighten up that steering, put a White-Knuckle Design steering stabilizer on it. Now this is called our off-grid kit, and the reason being is it's designed to help get you off-grid, give you the ground clearance that you need to go to your favorite camp spot. Because if you live in New Mexico, you got a ton of desert that you can go camping in for virtually zero money. And that's huge. Like, take advantage of all the camping around you. That's a big deal. Now, this was it. Look at this. You can even see in the back, like, yeah, now we have like a foot. But before, between the front levelers and the back, the front levelers and the rear levelers, the amount of ground clearance that has is huge, because he told me the story of like, you already ripped the front one off and it caused a bunch of damage, correct? So that definitely sucks. It's, you know, not to mention you're just pissed off more than anything. You're like, dang, I got to replace this. And that is horrible. So look at these springs. These are happy springs. They have a nice happy arc to them. And that's because these springs are actually built to the weight of these coaches. It's not a one size fits all. And that's what is great about White-Knuckle Designs. We've also added the Fox shocks in the rear of this. And another big thing is, if you're thinking about doing this and you're going to do it at home, you don't want to make the trip out to San Diego, add the drive shaft alignment kit to your shopping cart, because it's going to make everything so much easier. Now, I want to make sure we cover everything. We were going to do a double step on this, and we actually decided not to, because this motorhome, when we come up to the front of it, actually has a little drop in it already. And we decided collectively that it was going to be too low. with that on there, and really, she locked us out. What's up with that? She's like, it's my motorhome now. You guys can't come in. So, well, anyway, maybe if we knock nicely, maybe she'll let us in. I wanted to show you, like, oh, maybe. Oh, well, hello there. How you doing? So, really, the step up is not crazy difficult. It's gonna work those glutes. You're gonna have big, strong glutes. You gotta look at the positive in it all. And there goes this. We had to just move for that. We all set up ready to film. FedEx got here and was like, hey, I'm bigger than you guys. You need to move. Get out of here. Look how awesome this is. And warning, no stupid people. That's going to eliminate a lot of people from coming in here. I don't even know if I'm allowed now. Questioning it. I'm questioning it all. But overall, you look at how much clearance this has, and this is huge. Because this used to sit so low to the ground, and I'm surprised that there is no dents or damage right here where this is actually hidden.
Actually get really close to it would hit the curb.
So,
Standard driveway.
yeah, so
We had to, go off 5-6 inches.
yeah, horrible. Like, so all of these things, you think about the preventative damage that we're doing on there. Now, here's another big thing that most people don't even consider when thinking about doing a suspension from White-Knuckle Designs, how it's improving the overall longevity of the coach, because now the suspension is actually doing the work that it's supposed to do and not beating up all the cabinets and everything on the inside. That's another huge thing on this. You're like, oh, dude, perfect. Now I'm not hearing my cabinets rattling off the wall. Things aren't breaking. There's so many little things that go into this that is not really in that mindset. But the only thing it's lacking is some bigger tires. I know that that is to come. We've already talked about that. And know that if you wanted to run a larger tire, you can go to a 235/85/16. Typically, we're running the BFG KO3s now, and those don't have a problem rubbing in the rear. Having the dualies, you can run that all the way around. But this is it in a nutshell, guys. This is the off-grid kit by White-Knuckle Designs today, and it is sunny out. It is nice out for January 8th or 9th, whatever the date is. I mean, this is a sunshine tax while LA is on fire right now. We're just hanging out, beautiful weather. Definitely all of you guys hope that you keep safe up there. But yeah, San Diego, gotta love it. One of the big things that we talk about is just the return to center on the coach. So when making an aggressive turn or just making a turn in general, how fast you feel like the coach overall recover. So we're gonna make a turn here. And this with the transition, and you can feel like, so going in through that dip, you feel it transition, but it just goes right back. At no point did you feel like, oh, it was unstable, I was not confident. And then we're gonna pull into this fun driveway that we love. But you can see, like, even for the driveway, it's not even like...
I want to slow it down for a second because you're standing up back there.
Oh,
You're good? Okay. Just making sure you're not going to fall down.
we're losing stuff in...
no, the cabinets are so big.
Oh, see, we're opening cabinets in the back, you know? But
I'd never take that turn that fast. Till today. It really feels like her SUV. You know?
well, that's the thing, is when the suspension with that SUV, the suspension for the SUV was designed around the weight of the suspension. Everything was designed around it. When these chassis are built, a chassis is built, it's just the cab. And Ford is like, hey, you can do whatever you want with this cab. We don't care. It could be a tow truck, a UPS truck, it could be a U-Haul. Instead, these coach manufacturers are making it into a motorhome and adding, significant amount of weight to it, not really compensating for that weight in the springs or in the shocks or anything like that. So what we're doing is taking that approach to, hey, what does this vehicle weigh? And then how can we improve upon that, knowing what we know when it comes to springs and shocks, and having it all work together really well. You know, having the longer radius arms, putting the steering stabilizer on there, but even like, you know, you'll feel it. I mean, like, and this is another nice turn, everybody's holding on. And as you go around this, you'd be like, yeah, I would never normally do this, but like, it's smooth. And then this is the other big thing, is like, you're driving down the highway and all of a sudden, like, something's in the road and like you have to go to swerve. Well, like, you never feel like, oh my gosh, I'm on that boat. Like, sorry, you lost your boat. And it just, in the return to center, it corrects itself very rapidly.